Silverstein.
Hey, my name's Billy, and I play bass in the band Silverstein.
And I'm Josh. I play guitar in the band Silverstein.
And we love food.
We love to eat.
Whew. I think after all these years, we've been to all these cities a number of times. We've found what makes each city special. Every day there's kind of something else that you can do, or some place you can check out, or some favorite thing from the last time that you can go back to, or maybe there's something new that's cool we don't even know about. Just trying to find something that's unique, not going to the same places, not eating the same food, not drinking the same beer, or that kind of thing is what makes I find that the new culture of America so special. There's local stuff everywhere.
I mean, I don't know that we've really had to adjust much. We seem to have, after sound check and doing the little VIP meet and greet and stuff, we have a bit of downtime before we play, so we like to go out and get a nice meal. We've had a lot of very nice meals already this tour. It's that's, I think, the thing that we like to do most when we travel to these different cities is go out and get a...
It becomes easy to find a cool restaurant that we want to check out that's special and local, and then totally just pig out and eat a lot of food, and then you get a week into the tour and you're oh wow, I've been just eating so much, or it's hard because we're eating at restaurants or eating out every day. It's tough to really get on a schedule of every day it's something different. The other thing too is because we're vegetarian, it's really easy to find the vegan Big Mac in every city, you know what I mean? It's easy to eat junky food all the time, so it's we try to stay healthier and get some salads and eat some good food, have some juices and stuff in the morning, eat lots of chia and kombucha and stuff like that.
For the most part.
Yeah, there was a point where we were all vegan. We've mostly been all vegetarian. One of the guys is kind of eating whatever he feels like these days. But for the most part, we're all vegetarian. A lot of our crew is as well. And it's just kind of been a lifestyle that goes hand in hand with punk and post-hardcore music that we just all kind of got raised seeing flyers and pita tables and stuff at shows, that we kind of we all got on the vegetarian train really early. We all kind of grew up really in this band called Propagandy. They're a punk band from Canada, and they're all vegan, and they've got a bunch of songs. They've got a song that's the chorus is "Meat is still murder, dairy's still rape." So pretty bottom line. We were kind of raised on that, that kind of thing. But I think that traveling the world, I know for me personally, I'm sure it's the same with Josh. When you get out of that bubble of the way that your parents raised you and the kind of food you're eating at home,
you make your own choices.
Yeah, make your own choices, have a different worldview. So I think that drew a lot of us to becoming vegetarian. Kind of learning more about the world and kind of what the problems with the meat industry. But then I think too that mindset also has drawn some people out of it. I know some of the guys that used to be vegetarian, that eat meat now and that kind of thing. They do it because of that, they're finding things that are a little bit more, ethical or sustainable or local food and stuff like that. That is healthier, and that is a little less cruel than the factory farming, and certainly a lot better quality. So I think, the traveling in our job gives us that opportunity to broaden our worldview in that way.
It certainly has gotten easier as well as we've been traveling the country for the last over a decade. We've seen vegetarian and vegan food become much more available and of higher qualities in all the places that we go to. So it can be a real treat. But I think it's an exciting time to be a fan of any type of food. There's a lot of great stuff going on. Definitely.
Yeah. There's a couple. I mean, we're here in California. They're all out here. There's one called Native Foods that we've all really liked. it's kind of more from Southern California, but it's branched out, and you find them in Denver now. They have some in Chicago. I think there's some even on the East Coast, like in Washington. So that's a favorite of ours. Veggie Grill is another one. There's a few of those up here.
We had a delicious lunch today, even at Gracias Madres.
Oh, Gracias Madres on the Mission there is really nice. So yeah, those are some of our favorites. I mean, there's like a really great falafel place called Mao's that's mostly European. But I think there's definitely some on the East Coast in New York City, but I think there's some out this way too. And so they do like kind of build your own falafel and salad bar, and we really love that when we're touring over Europe.
I guess that they're skinny little scrawny guys.
Yeah.
Are either of us skinny or scrawny? I don't think so.
Where do you get your protein?
Yeah, where do you get your protein, bro?
Yeah. No, I mean, like we said, like it's tough to have a balanced diet when you're on the road all the time. But you know, we find being vegan and vegetarian, we're trying our best to stay healthy, and it also gives you that opportunity, like we said, to try something. You're not just eating McDonald's or fast food every day kind of thing. Like you have to kind of go out a little bit out of your comfort zone, especially internationally sometimes. So you gotta try some foods that you're not really used to eating, or you know, make a trip even. Like you can't just have like, you know, something, a burger, a slice of pizza or something that's next door. You gotta like walk down the street, and then while you're doing that, you see like, oh, there's like a cool statue of a horse, or like, oh, there's like, you know, this great whatever. So it's becoming a lot easier to find the vegan stuff. Yeah, it used to be really hard, but there's all these great apps and stuff. Like there's this one called Happy Cow that it's basically just like, we'll open up a map and they'll show you all the vegetarian and vegan places close by. And I mean, that works worldwide. I know we've been in like Indonesia and gone to places. We've been in Australia, and you know, we've been to South America, like, and had all these crazy different vegan places in those countries that we would never have found on our own. Yes and no. I don't know.
I cook a lot. I pretty much don't go out when I get home, so yes. I really like to eat like a lot of vegetables. When I'm at home, I don't make a lot of like fake meats and tofu and stuff like that. I make mostly like curries and stir fries and stuff, very veggie heavy stuff. Yeah.
Where do you get your protein?
Actually, mostly from I make a shake or a smoothie every morning with a couple scoops of this stuff called Vega in it, which is not only a complete vegan protein, but it also has all the vitamins and minerals that you need for a sustainable life.
Oh, there's so many.
Well,
we're talking vegetarian. There's a really great kind of vegetarian restaurant in Toronto that has like four locations. It's called Fresh, and we eat there a lot. There's actually one of those in Russia as well.
Oh, so the only one outside of Toronto
is in Russia.
In Russia.
So we were able to eat there when we were in Russia last month. I mean, there's lots of great stuff in Toronto. Like I really love this restaurant called Bar Isabel. They've got another smaller bar, which is a little bit more kind of cocktail focused, but do a lot of small Spanish food, called Bar Isabel. And those places are crazy. Like they serve octopus and steak and all this crazy meat, but then they also always have a really good vegetarian option. Really simple dishes that are really great. Again, there's another really good restaurant close to my house called Union, and it's all farm to table. Everything that they serve comes from their own farm. That's like, you know, within, you know, I think it's just outside of Toronto is where their farm is, but everything's within like a 100-mile radius of the restaurant. So they do really great fresh stuff that's always rotating, and it's always exciting. And it's like, it seems like they really care about the quality of the food.
Toronto, being a very multicultural city, also has a lot of great ethnic foods from around the world. I really like Ethiopian food. There's a number of great Ethiopian spots in Toronto. There's a really great Chinese dumpling house called
Mom's Dumplings.
Mom's Dumplings.
Mother's Dumplings.
I call it Mom's Dumps. Yeah, we have a real melting pot of.
Yeah, there's that really good Jamaican One Love.
One Love.
It's really good.
Yeah. Yeah, just about anything you could ever want.
Lots of great
stylistically.
Vietnamese food in Toronto as well. Yeah, a lot of great. Yeah, it's a melting pot for ethnic food for sure. Less than that. There's definitely. I mean, if you get to the coast, there's a lot more seafood. Like out east, I know like lobster is really popular, and on the west coast, like definitely more like sushi and seafood like that.
The middle of Canada is very
Like steak.
rural and prairie, so you have a lot of
Yeah.
steak and potatoes type of things. But
Kind of like
French Canada is really popular for its like kind of French
I'm sure
inspired
you've heard of
cuisine.
poutine.
Poutine, very
French
popular.
fries with gravy and cheese curds. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's a popular dish in French Canada.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say we have less regional tastes
Yeah.
than America does. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think that there's so many broad tastes of both music and food, and there's obviously like we talk about different cultural foods from around the world, also from around America. Different cities you go to, you find different foods. You find I feel like definitely from a time where our band came from, there was like little scenes you would go around America, and there'd be like a bunch of bands that were from New York, and then a bunch of bands from Florida, and a bunch of bands from Chicago, and each little scene had their own, Southern California, San Francisco, Seattle, like everyone had their own sound. So I think that that's kind of similar to food in the sense that when you go to a city, like, when you go to Seattle, you think Nirvana, and when you go to, San Francisco, you think like, California burrito or something, like different styles like that, I guess, yeah, you think like, Chicago's got the deep dish pizza, and then like they also got Steve Albini. It's pretty cool like that. I think that's a good way to draw the lines.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think also like much like music fans, sometimes people get really into one thing and don't really explore much outside of their little niche, Like I know a lot of people also food-wise that only like French fries and a burger or whatever, and anything else outside of that is scary and foreign to them. But you gotta expand your horizons, listen to different types of music, eat different types of food.
Just come check us out on tour. Meet us down the road for some food. We love to eat, we love to drink, we love to be merry. And we're going to be finishing up this tour for the year, and then we'll definitely be back out next year. We got a new record out called I'm Alive and Everything I Touch. And we're going to be touring that for the next couple of years. So we'll see you out there.